The day I moved into my husband's house, his mother handed me a laminated schedule and said, "This is how you'll run the house. Just like I do. No hug. No welcome. Just rules." I smiled, said, "Sure." But that night, I made my own schedule. Not for chores. For escape. And when I walked out, I didn't just leave a toxic home. I exposed a toxic empire. This is the story of how I survived a mother-in-law who treated me like a maid, and a husband who let her. If you've ever been told you're not traditional enough, if you've ever been punished for having a mind of your own, then this story is for you. Like this video.
Subscribe.
And in the comments, tell me, where are you watching from? Because what happened next wasn't revenge. It was liberation. My name is Claire. I'm 29. And 6 months ago, I married Brian, not his real name, in the Texas Hill Country. It was a small wedding. String lights.
Wine.
Dancing under the stars. He was sweet.
Kind.
Always called his mom Anita every night. I thought it was cute. My own mom passed when I was a teenager. So seeing Brian so close to his mom, I thought maybe she could be like a mother to me, too. We decided to live with his parents for a while. Save money. Rent in San Antonio was too high. It seemed smart. But the moment we arrived, something felt off. Anita stood outside. No smile. No hug. Just a piece of paper in her hand. "Here," she said. "This is how you'll run the house. Just like I do." I laughed. Thought it was a joke. But Brian stood beside her. Dead serious. Seriously. Follow it exactly. No smile. No hesitation. That's when I knew. This wasn't a family. It was a dictatorship. Underscore 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 underscore. The paper was laminated, color-coded, hour by hour. Weekdays. 5:30 a.m. wake up. 5:45 laundry. 6 o'clock cook hot breakfast, no cereal. 7 o'clock serve Anita her coffee in her specific glass mug. 7:30 clean all bathrooms. 8 o'clock plan groceries. 9 o'clock vacuum mop. 2 o'clock bake something sweet. 4:30 start dinner. 6 o'clock serve dinner. 7:30 clean up. Then ask for permission to have free time. Weekends. Deep clean. Spa setups. Foot massages for Anita. I looked at Brian. "You're not serious, right?" he said. "You're part of the family now. This is your role." Anita stepped in. "If this is a problem, maybe you should go back to your mother's." Brian didn't defend me. He just moved closer to her. That's when I knew. I was on my own. I smiled.
"Sure.
I'll take it seriously." They put me in the guest room, not the master bedroom. "You'll earn that," they said. Like I was applying for a promotion. That night, I stayed up, stared at the ceiling, and made a plan. My exit plan. 1. Day 1, play along. Let them think they're in control. 2. Day 2, start gathering proof, screenshots, recordings, texts. 3. Day 3, pack essentials. 4. Day 4, talk to a lawyer. 5. Day 5, deliver my own schedule. I typed it up, printed it, hid it in my suitcase. Then I followed their routine. Got up early, made breakfast, served Anita her coffee just the way she liked it. Brian left for work without looking at me. Anita followed me around. Vacuumed the curtains too. Brian likes his shirts stacked vertically. "Did you check the fridge temperature?" I stayed quiet. By 2 p.m., I started recording. I caught her saying, "You'll never run this house like I do. But if you try hard enough, maybe Brian won't leave you like his last girlfriend." Wait, what? That night, I used the downstairs computer. Found a printed email about Brian's last engagement. She ended it just 2 months after moving in. Accused Anita of being manipulative. Said Brian took his mom's side. Sound familiar? Underscore 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 underscore. Next morning, I left a note. Stepping out for errands. Be back soon. But I never went back. I'd packed the night before. Drove to a hotel near the airport. Called my cousin Rachel, she's a lawyer. Sent her everything. The schedule. Recordings. Texts. She called back in 30 minutes. You need to get out. You've got enough to walk away. Let's do this. That night, I texted Brian. I left a new schedule on the table. Read it. He read it, then called crying. I didn't answer. I wanted to believe he finally understood. Instead, I sent one message. Email me when you're ready to speak like a grown man. Until then, I need space. Then I blocked him. Underscore 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 underscore. 2 days later, Anita showed up, standing at my hotel door, holding a casserole. Smiling like she owned the world. I figured you'd be here. Brian hasn't eaten in days. How did you find me? I always keep track of my family. She handed me an envelope. Inside, a Bible verse. Wives, submit yourselves to your own husbands as to the Lord. Ephesians 5 verse 22. Underlined.
Signed.
Dated. Like a contract. I laughed. Ma'am. If submission means being your unpaid maid, you can keep this. Handed it back. Closed the door. Locked it. Underscore 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 underscore. Brian emailed. I didn't know it was that bad. Mom was just trying to help you fit in. I thought you'd be more traditional. I replied. Your version of traditional looks a lot like slavery. He didn't respond. Meanwhile, Rachel was helping me file for annulment. Then something wild. I got a letter. From a lawyer. Anita was suing me. For what? Emotional stress. Abandoning family duties. Rachel nearly spat out her coffee. She's suing you for not being her maid? She called the lawyer. He admitted. She's done this before. With the last girl. We didn't file that one either. That's when it hit me. This wasn't just about me. It was a pattern. Underscore 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 underscore. I found Sarah, Brian's ex-fiancée. We met for coffee. She showed me a scar on her hand. From burning herself cleaning the oven. Anita made her redo it twice. Because she used the wrong sponge. Brian said, you should have followed her instructions. I asked, why did you stay so long? She whispered, I thought it was my fault. If I tried harder, they'd stop. Then she told me the truth. Anita warned Brian, if you ever choose a woman over me, I'll cut you off. Take you out of the will. Stop paying your loans. Loans? Sarah nodded. His car's in her name. Student loans, she pays them. Even his phone's on her plan. I sat in my hotel room, staring at the ceiling. I hadn't just married a man. I'd married a child. Emotionally, financially, even spiritually. Anita didn't just control him. She owned him. And Brian? He accepted it because it was easy. Underscore 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 underscore. Then worse. Rachel checked my bank statements. Did you send $2,500 to Household Reserve Fund? What? 3 payments. $800 to $900 each. To a joint account with Brian and Anita. He was using our money to fund her empire. I emailed him. Using our joint account without permission is theft. I'm shutting it down. You have 24 hours. He replied. It wasn't theft. You left. What was I supposed to do? No apology. No remorse. Underscore 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 underscore. Then the invitation. Family reconciliation dinner. Private room. Country club. Formal attire. Rachel said, let's go. You want proof? Let them give it to you themselves. I wore black. Hair back. Recorder in my bag. Rachel sat nearby, recording. Anita smiled like she owned the world. Brian in a suit he couldn't afford. Halfway through dinner, Anita said, there's something we'd like to share. Brian pulled out an envelope. Slid it across the table. A postnuptial agreement. Notarized. Signed by Brian. 2 days after our wedding. Rules. Marital duties. Money owed to the family. Anita always in charge. I folded it. Slipped it into my bag. Rachel gave a nod. She got it all. I stood. No yelling. No scene. Looked at Brian. You didn't marry me.
You hired me.
Looked at Anita.
And you didn't want a daughter-in-law.
You wanted a mirror. Then I walked out. Underscore 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 underscore. That night, Brian left a voicemail. You could have tried. You promised you'd be different. But you're the same.
Cold.
Selfish. You turned her against me. He really believed it. He thought I betrayed him. Underscore 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 underscore. 2 weeks later, anonymity attack. My manager called me in. Someone sent an email accusing me of harassing a grieving mother, running a personal revenge campaign.
Fraud.
I recognized the tone. It was Anita. Rachel said, you need closure. Say it to his face, just once. So I asked for one last meeting. Law office. Mediator. Lawyers. Rachel with me. I placed 3 papers on the table. 1, the workplace email. 2, the bank transfers. 3, the post-nuptial agreement. Looked at Anita. Why come after my job? She smiled. You are poisoning my son's mind. Then, Brian spoke. Stop. She blinked. Excuse me? Stop talking like that.
He stood.
You've ruined everything. I loved her, but I chose you over and over. And I don't even know why anymore. Maybe they didn't leave me. Maybe they left you. And I just let it happen. You raised me to depend on you. Now I don't know how to be a man without your permission. He turned to me. I'm sorry I was weak. You didn't deserve it. I believed him. But it didn't change anything. Anita stood, hissed, You'll regret this, and walked out. Brian covered his face. I said, We're done here. and walked out. Underscore 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 underscore. He emailed one last time. Real apology. Therapy. Cut off his mom. Moved into a rough apartment. Working nights. Didn't ask for a second chance. I didn't reply. Underscore 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 underscore. A few weeks later, Rachel and I sat on her balcony.
Cheap wine. City lights.
She said, "You weren't just his wife. You were his way out." I nodded. But I wasn't a rescue mission. I'm a person. She clinked her glass against mine. Exactly. Underscore 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 underscore. Love isn't always enough. Especially when the person you love is trapped in someone else's shadow. You don't win by fighting. Sometimes you win by walking away before you lose yourself. I left that house, that name, that weight, and in the quiet that followed, I finally heard my own voice again.
Calm. Clear. Free.
If this story moved you,
Like. Subscribe.
and in the comments tell me, have you ever walked away to save yourself? Because your story might give someone else the courage to do the same. Until next time, remember, your peace is non-negotiable.